Hey, Sarah. I tried to do the StreamYard thing. That shit was a bust. I had this like idea in my head. Hi, Karen. How are you, girl? Hey, Lamont. What's up, you guys? I had this idea in my mind and it totally did not go the way I wanted it to because I'm a last minute person and I decided to do this last minute. But if you guys were in my last, hi, Londa. Hi, guys. So, guys, we're gonna do a conspiracy reading. It looks like conspiracy theory one. Oh my god, I am beyond nervous. I don't read on conspiracy theories, so I don't know how this is gonna go. And we'll see. So I don't do conspiracy readings. Hi, Star. So I had a wheel, you guys, that I was gonna like do a split screen. I don't think I can do that on here. I wish YouTube. Hi, Monica. How are you, girl? I haven't seen you in so long. I hope you are doing well. Um, so I'm gonna let you guys vote as well. If you guys have not vote, please put your votes in. If you go on to my post, I don't know if you guys saw the post that I made, but we're basically trying to do random fun stuff on here. I don't always want to come on here and do zodiac readings, although if you guys you want me to read on you, I will still do that. I'm thinking about lowering my price for now, just because with this economy, it's like crazy. So I was thinking about if you guys wanted to do a reading, um, like if you wanted me to read on you guys, like I can still do that as well as doing the conspiracy reading, or whatever gets, what am I trying to say? Whatever, if you guys want to get your votes in, your last minute votes, I have a community post on my YouTube channel where not me scared to do the conspiracy reading, guys. Oh my God. But I am so excited at the same time. I have a wheel that I wanted to show you guys, like where it was like it just lands on something random. Hi, Alejandra. How are you? If you guys have for my people coming in, if you guys have not put your votes in my community posts, please vote. Okay, guys, I have you guys voting. Hi, Blue, and I saw your comment. I have not been able to respond yet, but I do plan on doing Sabrina. I always will read on Sabrina because I love her energy, so don't you worry, I will read on her. I'm just kind of trying to wait till more stuff comes out with her. I have to wait just because I did like a current reading on her already. But looks like some stuff that I've said is about to happen with her. Her next era, we'll see if I predicted it. We're going to see, guys, if I predicted Sabrina's next era. So I'm nervous. Anyway, so guys, please go put your votes in on my community post. Go onto my channel if you guys don't know where that is. Where it says on my there's a live tab, and then on the next it says like posts. So please vote on what topic you guys would like me to do. I have personal readings on there. I have conspiracy theory readings. I have a wheel that whatever it lands on, that's what I'm reading on. And then with zodiac readings, if you guys, I think I said love zodiac readings. And what else did I say, Sarah? And then I got my moderators in here. What's up, Monica? What's up? Let's see, Sarah and Lamont. I think I saw Lamont in here. So hi, guys. Are you still doing personal readings? I am, Alejandra. So go ahead and hit me up on Sade's Tarot T92. And you guys look out for my next videos coming out. I'm about to post another video. Yes, Monica, we so bad, girl. You have no idea, girl. Oh, if you guys have not checked out my live readings video, Monica and Alejandra, Blue, if you guys have not checked that out, please check out your timestamp of your reading, Karen. We got into some good tea. Okay, okay, girls, guys, gays, days. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying I was trying to do StreamYard, and guys, make sure you thumbs up the video for me, okay? Give me some likes, please. Please show me some love. Give me some likes. That helps me so much, you guys. That helps me beyond. You don't understand how much that helps me. So yeah, guys, let me know. Did you guys vote? Like, let me see. And then I was saying that I will be doing readings on here if you guys would like to donate, and I will be giving out 2 free readings at the end. So make sure y'all stay. And Sarah, don't say who you're picking, okay? Monica, actually, Lamont, let's do Lamont and Monica, Sarah. I'm gonna have them pick, okay? So if we have more people come in, I want you guys to pick who you want, or just keep in mind who you want to have a free reading from me. I'm giving away like readings just to say thank you, because I'm gonna start hopping on here more. But if you guys would like me to read on you guys first and spend more time, they're gonna be quick. If they're free, they're gonna be quick, just because I don't know where this conspiracy readings don't take us, so I might be drained. um she just posted the Wicked Part 2 trailer. Stop! Are you serious? Oh my god. I wish I could split screen and we could watch it. But I don't know how to do that on here. Oh god, I cannot wait to. Don't tell me nothing, you guys. Please don't tell me. Don't say nothing to me. I am obsessed with Wicked. If you guys have not watched my Wicked reading, it was good. So I don't know if y'all would like another Wicked reading from me. Let me know if you guys would like another Wicked reading. So let's see. You guys voted? Okay, who else voted? I'm gonna start saging. You guys, I am so nervous to do this conspiracy reading. And also, what are some conspiracy you guys want me to read on? I will add it to the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's what I'm reading on. I wish I could show you guys what, I'm trying to get it centered. Like, I wish I could show you guys like what the wheel looks like. But I had this idea to do it on StreamYard, because you can do like a split screen. So I got to figure that out. So next time, we're going to go ahead and do that. If I think I have to pay for it, so I don't want to pay for it. But yeah, guys, let me know if y'all have voted. And let me see, Sarah, or one of my moderators, do you guys mind telling me in like 5 minutes? Like, let's give them like 5 minutes. And you guys like put your conspiracy, what you would like me to add to the wheel. Now, guys, what I have on here so far is Atlantis plus mermaids. Can you guys see me? If I switch screens, can you guys, you know what? Let me bring this over. Gosh, I wish I could show you guys what I'm talking, like my little spinny wheel. It's so cute. We gonna have fun in here, y'all. We gonna have fun in here. I'm gonna try to work out some technical difficulties. Just bear with me. I have a software that lets me share my screen, but I don't know how that works on YouTube. I gotta learn all that, and I haven't had time to learn all that. So, but yeah, so far this is what I have. Let me know what y'all think. I got Atlantis plus mermaids, robots, heaven or hell, okay, soul trap or reincarnation, Illuminati. So that's what I have so far, guys. Sarah, let me know in the comments what you said in your messages to me, because I didn't get a chance to look. Yeah, we got some ones. And we just gonna see like what comes out. You know what I'm saying? So all are so interesting. Okay, good. I wasn't sure what to do, and then you guys can throw in questions. I want you guys to throw in questions, whatever the wheel lands on. I want you guys to help me throw in some questions to help me center the energy. You know what I mean? So that I can read accurately. Because like I'm the type of person where I need like questions. I can't always read like vaguely. Would you guys like to do pop culture based, or would you like to do worldly based? Because I was thinking more so like worldly based. So would you like a pop culture? Maybe the next one we could do pop culture or something. You said both, Monica? Can you look at the Antarctic ice wall, please? Ooh, okay. Okay, let me add that in there. Atlantic ice. Okay, I'm putting it on the wheel. Who else? What else you guys got for me? I'm down worldly. You guys said worldly? Okay. How many people just put in there for me? Just say pop culture. If you want pop culture, I could switch the wheel, but then you guys have to help me like think of some pop culture stuff. I already have worldly. We could add to the worldly wheel. Guys, I'm gonna be on here, so I got my snacks. You guys, you know how I say get your snacks, get your tea, sip some Sade's tarot tea with me, because Yo bitch is trying to keep her gains up. I'm been working out and stuff, so I'm like trying to eat. So um but yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Like, what would you guys like? Makeup by more. Hi, you were in my last one. What's up? What's up, girl? How are you? What happened to those twin brothers in the woods? Ooh, that's dark. Okay, that's more of like, damn, that's like murder stuff. I feel like there's some stuff with that. The Mendez brothers. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about stuff like that. I like that. I like where you're going with that. I will keep that in mind because I've been wanting to do like case stuff, like this brother was missing. I love that stuff, you guys. I wanted to do like haunted stuff too, but I'm scared, like, because I be attracting stuff and I don't want to attract some spirits in, my place. Like, I'm literally scared to do like haunted conspiracies. I'm literally scared. So I don't know if I want to do that yet, even though I said heaven or hell. But I can handle that. I can handle that. Hi Londa, how are you? Yes, Monica, crime cases. Yes. Aren't you a Scorpio, Monica? Why do I feel like you're a Scorpio? Okay, yeah, seems dark. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I did think about that more. You're not wrong. I did think about that, but I was like, I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm ready to do all that yet because you can attract stuff, and I don't know. I give it up to those people that can like sit there and talk about stuff. I can't. Ooh, can you please do Oren and Orson West? Okay. Yeah, let's save that, guys. The case mysteries. I'll do a vote on the next one, and let's focus on like worldly or pop culture conspiracies. You know what I mean? So, because that's going to get dark. You know what I'm saying? So, is this good so far? Does anybody have any other? Okay, I think it's been about 5 minutes. Can somebody tell me in the one of my moderators or anybody? Can somebody tell me? How about one my moderators do this or one or two? It doesn't matter. Which vote has won? Because then I'll switch. If it's not, then I have a wheel for Zodiac. I have if Zodiac wins. Now I have a question for you guys. Do you guys like when I do the Zodiac readings as one, or do you like if I did separate videos? Because separate videos, I'm more of a celebrity tarot reader. I don't sit here and read all the time on astrology. Like, I don't mind doing that, but I focus my channel more on pop culture. So I don't know. I've been conflicted, like how to organize that. I love doing the readings, like the zodiac readings as one because I'm my Virgo rising. I'm like, I gotta keep it organized. My Cap Sun, I'm like, I don't like being all over the place, like with my channel, because I like to look my channel to look a certain way. I'm annoying like that, double earth. Alejandra said as one is good. Okay, so you guys are okay. Let me know, guys. How about more people? Are you guys good with the timestamps of the zodiacs? Or did you want separate like other tarot readers do where they do okay, Cancer, and then they do Aries, and then they do yes, as one is good. Okay. Same here. I like things all in one place. I don't know, that's just me. But some people may not like that. You know what I'm saying? I prefer pop culture, but I like one video for zodiac signs as long as they have timestamps. I like that, Monica. I agree. I agree with that. Timestamps, Karen said. Okay, perfect. So I'll do that. I was just wanting to know what you guys, I want to know more of what you guys want. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so how are we looking? What's the vote at? And on my last video, guys, I noticed that you could hear like my fan because it was really hot. So if I have to turn on my fan, just let me know if you guys can hear me, okay? Because I turned it off right now because it's kind of not too hot, but it's hot. It's been, it's getting hotter. So I live in California. It's getting hot over here. So, you know what I mean, guys? So again, this is what I have for worldly for conspiracy theories. I have Atlantis plus mermaids, robots, heaven or hell, soul trap reincarnation, Illuminati, or Atlantic ice. And does somebody said, will Trump last all 4 years? Okay, so we want to do Trump, even though he's like, Londa said Shanquilla. What is that? Can you tell me what that is? Did anybody look at the vote? What is it? I could look too. Sarah, can you look at the vote for me by chance? Are you able to look on your phone? Or Monica or Lamont? Conspiracies is winning? Okay. All right, guys. Do we want to add anything else to the wheel? I'm saging. As Destiny Swap? I've never heard of that. Interesting. Conspiracy one? Okay, thank you guys. All right, so do we want to add anything else? Like cloning? It sounds like you guys want to know about cloning. So let me put that on here. Evan made me contact. Have we made contact with extraterrestrials? Okay, so let me vote. Let me get the wheel going. So does anybody else want to? I put alien on here, Sarah. I think didn't I put alien on here? Oh no, I didn't. That's gonna be a fun one. If the wheel lands on aliens, that's gonna be a fun one, guys. The pyramids. Ooh, I was thinking about pyramids. Jesus reading would be badass. A Jesus reading? That could fall into my heaven or hell one. Okay, are we ready? I'm gonna start spinning, guys. Should I spin it once or 3 times? Should I spin the wheel? Anybody coming in? Anybody coming in? Do you guys want to vote or put your conspiracy on the wheel? 3 just in case. 3 times the charm. Okay, I like that. All right, guys, I like that. Do we have anybody else? I know we got some people coming in, coming out. All right, a lot of people are saying 3. I like that. All right, let's go. Let's do 3. I like that. Right, Sarah? All right, let's go. One. Let's see what it lands on. Okay, we got 1 for aliens. It landed on aliens. Oh, actually it's saying pyramids. That's weird. It must have moved. Okay. Well, it did it in the middle. So let's spin it again because it said it did it in the middle. That was stupid. I wish y'all can see me spinning this. Sucks. All right, aliens. We got 1 for aliens. Okay, we got 1 for aliens. Let's spin it again. Let's see what it's gonna land on. Robots. Okay. The second time was robots. The third time, let's see what it lands on. The third spin is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm nervous. Ooh, okay, we got the Atlantic. Oh wait, let's see. Oh damn, it did it in the middle again. Oh, cloning. Okay, so it did cloning. So should I do it again because it kind of landed in the center? I wish I could show you guys. Let me show you guys where it landed. So y'all know that I'm not bullshitting y'all. Okay. All right, guys. So it landed on right in the middle like that. Should I do it again? Yeah, go again. Okay. It loves this Atlantic. All right, it did the Atlantic ice. All right. All right. So this is go again. Okay. So it did the Atlantic ice. Are we good with that, guys? Are you guys it has to get, you know, are you guys curious about the Atlantic ice? Because 5, I love the angel numbers by the way. 5, I'm just gonna call you 5. Said Atlantic ice. All right. All right, you guys are good with the Atlantic ice? All right, so let's look up some stuff on the Atlantic ice because I'm not too familiar with that. Like as far as like conspiracy. Conspiracy questions. Let's do that. Okay. What was chosen? The Atlantic ice. It's all right. So we have some stuff up here that I was able to Google just so I can get more into the energy. So give me guys some questions too. Let me know some questions as well, and we'll pull on it. Hi Roberto, how are you? Good to see you again. Did you ask a question? I'm actually doing conspiracy readings, and then after, if you wanted to do a donation, I will be doing that. Or if you get chosen, if you want to stay till the end, you could get a free reading. If you get chosen, okay? That's really up to my moderators. Now, should I stay on this, guys? Would you just want the whole video about this, or should I do different conspiracies depending on how fast I read? Because some may not really have much. It looks like the Atlantic ice doesn't have a lot. Show me what's going on with the Atlantic ice. Sarah said different conspiracies. What about you guys? What else? Different? Okay. I like that. Whatever the wheel spins on, that's what I'll read on. So I'll remove that. I'll remove the Atlantic ice then after I read on it. So I'm seeing something really interesting so far about the Atlantic. I'm seeing they're gonna start. Have they guys started exploring portals? I'm seeing this woman as like entering a portal. A lot of these people that live there. Now, I don't know if there was a specific question, but I'm getting people that are starting to move over there or they've gathered over there and they have some type of like tribe going on, okay? They have some type they're gathering their own language. I'm also picking up on portals for some reason. A lot of uh I want to say too a lot of we're going to start hearing about aliens kind of going over there and like they're not, I don't know, I'm feeling like they're not exactly human. It's weird. Like I'm feeling this energy of them not being exactly human. So it kind of feels like you know, they're of another world, like they're aliens, I wanted to say, but they also feel like they're gathering their own language and their own way of speaking. And a lot of people as well, I feel like are going to start moving over there. And it's kind of hard to like, it's so cold over there. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's interesting. You know what I mean, guys? But I'm seeing a lot of like civilization is going to start going over there once they figure out how to fully live in the Antarctic. Now we of course do have people that go over there, but I'm seeing people actually civil like cause like have community over there. I'm seeing this woman as somebody that's gathering, like she's coming out of hiding. And also too, I'm seeing, medicinal things happen over there and a lot of like golds or like stones or crystals are going to be starting to be discovered over there. A lot of I want to say like what it's a word like, oh man, I was gonna say like different types of fish and it's really interesting. Like they have a lot of Is the land really green and lush? You know, as you said that, five, I was seeing green. There's a lot of things that they're gonna start discovering. I want to say more so in the ice in the caves. Like there's caves over there. I'm seeing a lot of caves. I see this woman kind of coming out of a cave, and there's like, it's kind of giving me the vibe of Avatar. You know, that Avatar vibe where they live in, they have their own civilization, and they have like accumulated their own language. They're able to they're making their own suits to be able to live like almost two. I'm seeing people are going to start figuring out how to live in that water. It's pretty freezing cold, so I'm like, how are they doing this? But they're going to start figuring it out. They're going to start being more advanced, and there's going to start, it's like, because we're not going to be able to live in, you know, the areas that we're living in now. So it's like we're going back into almost like, I want to say, the Stone Age. And like people are going to really start liking that simple life. But right now it's kind of hard because of how the weather is, you know. It's kind of unbearable, but they're figuring out ways to live amongst, you know, in Antarctica. They're figuring out how to like cut down those walls and how to like live in those areas. And a lot of like, I want to say, wildlife, you know. And even like god, I had it in my mind and then I slipped. I was gonna say even a lot of like inlet, like fish life and like water, and the way they like process the water and all that. I'm picking up on the water for some reason. The way the water is, they're going to start using that as like remedies to help people. I don't know. It's something about their water that is very pure, and it's, you know, we can never, you know, just how pure it is, how clean it is. You know, a lot of sea animals are going to start heading that way, or and going and migrating. Sorry, I meant to say migrating. They're going to start migrating that way. We're not going to really see like even extinct, like um sea life is going to start heading that way as well. And they're going to start making a lot more discoveries over there. I don't know if five, if that was even what you wanted me to touch on, but that's what I'm figuring, that's what I'm picking up on. The water holds memories and healing. Yes. Yes, and the way it doesn't even need, the water there does not even need to be filtered. You know, you don't need to filter this water. You don't need to, you know how we have to filter, you know, water in a lot of different countries because it will literally make you sick. It will kill you. They don't have to worry about that stuff. The only thing they really worry about is certain type of wildlife that we have not seen. It's going to be over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing, like, as I said, that guys, they're going to start discovering and really like, there's certain types of caves that they're going to start working in, and it's almost like I'm being transported back into the medieval times. If you see this man, and you see how I talked about remedies and figuring out how to heal people, right? Five talked about healing. You know, we will start to see people building, I don't know if they have homes over there, like certain types of homes, you know. It feels almost like like medieval, and like almost stone like they're going to use stones. I keep picking up on stones. And the way they're going to use their utensils, their eating, what their plates, you know what I mean, guys? Like they're going to start eating on different types of things. It's so different. It's so different. Their language is different. Like limestone, something like that. Yeah, some, I keep picking up on stone. I don't know exactly what this means, you guys. Sorry, bear with me. This is one of my first conspiracy readings. Like I've done things like conspiracies and practicing, but I told Sarah, I was like, she's wanting me to do like conspiracy readings, and she's like, I feel like you're good at it. And I'm like, I'm not. This is not my strong suit. So bear with me, guys. When I get worldly messages, I do worldly things all the time to myself and to her. And she's like, why don't you do this on your channel? And I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, guys, their supplies are going to be different. Their currency, like I'm being shown their currency, they're not really going to have like currency. Their culture is going to be different. How they build things is going to be different from us. You know, they're going to find ways to build things that we can't even, like, how did you build that from that? Like, nothing. It's like they're building things from nothing almost, you know, because they're smarter. They don't have the luxuries that we have, right? So they've had to learn to adapt. I'm feeling something too with the air quality. the air quality still needs to be worked out. I don't, obviously, because it is so cold there. They're trying to figure something out on how to help people breathe and how to make them not get so sick. I'm seeing too, like I keep seeing like the women wearing some type of like, in countries, in Africa, they have in India, in China, they have there's certain types of garbs, that they throw over their bodies, and they symbolize something usually, and they're in their language or their own like patterns, right? So that's what it's showing me. If you look at this woman too, she has her own way of dressing, and their garments are going to keep them very warm. And they're going to be walking around, and you're going to be like, how the fuck are you walking around with that? It's fucking cold out here. And only a certain type of people are going to be able to live in this type of climate, right? I know we've talked about like albinos, being, there's a lot of albinos out there, right? We're going to see, in Alaska too, like they have like people that just look different. They look very alien-esque, extraterrestrial, they look like that, because they don't get a lot of sun there. It's not like, so they're learning how to adapt to the climate faster, and they're happy. You know what I mean? Like they don't know any different. They're accumulating their own language. It's beautiful. Like I'm hearing it. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds pretty. I'm also hearing too some clicking. I don't know, like almost like like how Africans do when they click. Like I'm hearing something like that, like some form of like, not because they're gonna be speaking in code. I'm also seeing that they use light. They use light in a really cool way. They're gonna start using light, almost like Morse code. They use Morse code a lot because sometimes their hands are so cold that they can't, five. I don't know if you wanted me to pick up on the people. I'm really sorry if this is not. I'm just going with it, okay? Whatever spirit is showing me. And if you guys want to know something, if you want me to stay on this, just let me know. But yeah, the ice wall, they are figuring out a way to, that is going, stuff is happening with the ice wall. I am feeling that. Let's ask about the ice wall, because that is one of the concerns. There is some problems with people coming in and, trying to destroy, because I think now with my Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing they're kind of being placed on the map. Like people are starting to get tipped off by them. Okay, they want to come in. They have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of treasures. A lot of mining can happen over there. I'm being shown mining, or being told mining. Um, Two, I'm seeing a lot of glass there too. Like they're gonna start utilizing glass. It's gonna be beautiful. If you think of like Elsa, right, in Frozen, it kind of is giving me that vibe. Not to be corny like Disney, but it's giving me that vibe. Like if you look at this man, the way he's built, the glassware behind him, and how it looks like, they're using a lot of fire there, of course. Fire is big there to keep them warm, to help them cook. Of course, they still need that, right? Um, Hello, Juanita. How are you? I wish I can go. That sounds so cool, right? It's cold if you like cold weather. So Wakanda is Antarctica? Pretty much, Karen. Girl, you're good. Stop undermining yourself. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that. All right, let's talk about the ice wall, because that was one thing Five was asking about, right? Five, you wanted to know about that? Also, too, I keep picking up on portals, guys. I keep picking up on portals. They're going to start discovering a lot of portals. And you know what's beautiful? Oh my God, the water. When you go into the water, they're going to start doing a lot of research under the water. There's a lot of caves. There's a lot of caves underwater that provide a lot of remedies. The plants that are there, a lot of portals are there. That's where I'm picking up on the portals. They're figuring out ways to get to that, because the sea life is not, it's bad, it's scary, of course, and there's so much dangerous things that they have to move past. The light, it gets dark under the water very fast, of course, so let's look at the, yeah, as I said that, guys, see, look, They're trying to, and they use a lot of boats too to fish. Obviously, we know that, but they're gonna come up with some type of submarine or something like that. It's more high tech than submarine. Like the stuff that they're gonna build the submarines to get under the water is going to be able to provide enough light to show, to get into the caves, because there's something about the caves. I keep picking up on caves. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's see the I'm telling you guys, look, the Ace of Swords is about answers and going to go seek that. Find, I'm also seeing too that they use birds, like, or we're gonna find that they start using birds, like, pigeon carriers, transporting things through birds, wildlife. I keep saying that. But with the wall, there is something going on with the wall, with the Atlantic ice wall. It is starting to melt. I'm seeing, and they're trying to figure out, or weaken, maybe not melt, but like weaken, and they're trying to figure out how to preserve that, because they are worried about people coming in, and I'm seeing it as more like people are coming in and ruining that. So let me know, Five. Do you know anything about that? Like, do you know anything? Am I onto something? Because I'm seeing like people using certain types of weapons to break that wall, to weaken it, because there's something in the wall that they want. In the Atlantic ice wall, in the ice. I'm seeing something in the ice that they're looking at, or behind the ice, excuse me, behind the ice. That's what I keep hearing. Now, some people may feel like it might be like a portal or something, or there's some type of mining going on. Even like if you look at how she's coming out from the portal, or the ice, or the wall, or whatever. Yeah, they say that there's other lands and people outside the Antarctic walls. Yeah, there's I'm picking up on, yeah. Yes, these people, that's why, you know what, you guys, you know what? It's colonizers. Yes, Karen. Colonizers being colonizers. There is a leader. I don't know which country this is, but he's onto it. He's onto it. I see the King of Pentacles as an authoritative, a tyrant. He's from another country. He knows about this. See, I keep getting a lot of people like studying. I keep seeing that. Let me show you guys. A lot of studying, and they're like on to they're onto something with it. Like they're gonna start trying to use weapons to get behind that and to escape. A lot of people are trying to escape to Antarctica. There's a lot of things going on that it's crazy how little we don't know these things. We are in our own freaking bubble and we don't know these things. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing there's a there's a leader. Let me see if I can pick up on what country he's from. It feels almost like he could be in from India, parts of India. Okay. I'm seeing he could be from certain parts of India or in the South American region. Okay. One of their leaders has I'm also hearing Ecuador. I'm hearing Ecuador. I'm hearing I'm hearing either Ecuador, or there could be two. There could be two leaders that are looking at, they know about this. I keep feeling India as well. So maybe there's two leaders that are keeping their eye on this. But he almost feels, actually, he feels a little more Hispanic to me. Does this make any sense to anybody? Maybe not. But I'm hearing Ecuador or even Uruguay. I hear Uruguay. Like there's a leader that's looking at, how to get into that area. Okay. He's looking at how to get into that area or somewhere around South America. This leader is looking. But I'm hearing Ecuador or Uruguay. I keep hearing that. And I don't walk around, guys, and say Uruguay. So, like Uruguay, I'm probably saying it wrong. But anyway, yeah. He could also be Peruvian. Okay. He feels like he's something like that. He's dishing out money for his, to go into this land to invade this area. So don't be surprised if y'all see something like that, okay? If y'all see someone, I see somebody like trying to figure it out, like trying to figure out how to get to that area. So all countries on Earth have signed a treaty to not touch Antarctica in any way. Well, we might have some problems because he might break that treaty. He's trying to figure out how this emperor or this I don't know why I want to say emperor, but this authoritative figure, he's very like greedy. So I don't know if he's trying to reason with the people of Antarctica because they feel like it's threatened. A lot of their culture and their tribe or whatever they're cultivating in these little lands, they're trying to reason with him and trying to get him not to. Because if you look at the Ace of Swords, guys, I know it sounds crazy if you follow this, but the Ace of Swords talks about at all costs going into that area. He's trying to do it respectfully, but if they don't oblige by what he wants, I don't know, he might take it by force. So he might end up breaking that treaty. So don't be surprised if he ends up breaking it or finding a way to bargain with the people and then takes it over. He could be lying. He could be now the king of pentacles, guys. He's in the upright. Okay, he's not in the reverse. So he is still trying to be respectful. He is still trying to figure out, but it's sneaky energy to me. I don't know. I keep getting sneaky energy. I keep getting sneaky energy from this man. So he's trying to figure out how to reason and give them money to help support them and help give them material and help, broaden their culture right there and what they need, their supplies. He's trying to figure out how to help them, but underhandedly, he's doing it in a greedy manner. He's like, oh, he's coming in as like, let me help you. I got you. Don't worry about it. The king of pentacles, guys, is very like charismatic. He's like, oh yeah, like let me give you all this. I got these supplies, I don't know why I hear him talking like that. I don't fucking know. Don't judge me. He's like, I got these supplies. I got you. Like whatever you need, like ask me for it. I got you. But it's talking about there's a little sneaky energy going on under the surface. The Eight of Pentacles is reverse. So he's waiting. This could take, we may not, who knows if we'll be alive when they fully do it, right? Because it's slow energy. It's slow energy. So it's Eight of Pentacles energy. So it's like, let me come in and study your culture. He's smart. Let me study your culture. Let me study what you guys are doing. Let me study what you guys need. And then boom, I'm taking it over. I'm buying y'all out because I want your materials. I want your mining. I want your gold. I want what's in that cave. I want what y'all got. Okay. So he's not obvious like a king of wands energy. A king of wands authoritative figure would be like, I'm coming in full blazing. I don't give a fuck. The king of pentacles pretends to be nice. He's like, oh, come here. Let me bring you in and then wring your neck, and y'all know I'm dark. That was interesting. Thank you, Five, for that. That was really interesting. I don't know if any of that made sense, y'all, but that was really interesting. All right, so moving into the next conspiracy. Here we go. All right, guys. All right. Let's see. Where's my next wheel? Okay. So I'm going to remove the Atlantic ice. Will he succeed? Yes, he will. He will. This man is strategic, Karen. Excuse me. He's strategic. He's charismatic. Think of a person that you trust that you're like, oh, I know you would never turn on me. And then when they see something they want and it doesn't go the way they want, and you don't, take their money, because they're going to start catching on. The people they're going to start catching on, and they're going to not want to do it with him anymore because he's taking over things. He's buying things out. He's stealing things that they need. And they're not realizing. And two, the King of Pentacles knows something. I know something you don't know. My people need this. I know something you don't know. That's what I keep hearing from him. So they don't know, the people there don't realize how important some of these materials that he's looking at are to them. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't realize it yet. So they do know their land very well, but there's certain things that he's discovered and sent people in. right? The King of Pentacles sends spies in. When he's sneaky. He's sneaky. He sends those people in to act like he's living amongst the civilization, gets to know the people, but he's a snake. He's a narc. There's narcs over there. So they need to be careful. All right. So should we spin 3 more times again, guys? That was interesting. No, thank you. You're welcome. That was fun. I'm all happy. 3 more times. All right, let's do it. All right. All right. So we got aliens. Aliens. We got aliens so far. Let's see if we get aliens again. And if y'all got any questions, make sure y'all drop your questions just to help me channel the energy better. We got Illuminati. Okay. We got Illuminati. Now the last one. Let's get one more spin. All right. Looks like we got cloning. We got cloning, guys. Okay. We got cloning. How many of us want to know about cloning? I know I'm curious about this. There's so many things where should we take this? There's so many directions we could take this in. Yeah, Monica, yours got chosen. There's so many directions we could take cloning in. That's been being talked about for a while, right? So let's see. Where should we take this? You guys go with cloning? So do y'all have a specific question when it comes to cloning? Do they do that with celebrities? That's what I want to know, Monica. You read my fucking mind. You read my mind. Let's see. Are celebrities getting cloned? Show me celebrities and cloning. I'm open. Anything you want to show me? Uh-oh, guys. I'm already getting the Page of Swords. That's not good. Page of Swords. I don't like that. And guys, I'm gonna make a fun thumbnail for this. It's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna work on it. Cloning. So I'm seeing cloning. The first celebrity that was cloned was a water sign. The first celebrity, and she is in the reverse. So I'm thinking Katy Perry, y'all. Katy Perry is a Scorpio. Who comes to my mind is Katy Perry. She was one of the first that was cloned, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly. She was one of the first. Queen of Cups, Katy Perry. I keep hearing Katy Perry. There's two more celebrities. Now they're trying to make this. They're going back and forth with the Two of Wands on whether to make this like I'm seeing them wanting to make it like a reality or a TV show or something. You know, the Two of Wands is this man is. I feel like this man is a fire sign that invented the machine of cloning. This very smart man. He doesn't feel like he's from here. He doesn't feel like he's from America. He feels, of course, all the smartest people aren't all the smartest people from another country that are figuring out how to do shit we don't know how to do? Aren't the smartest people? Not to be mean, but it's true. Like, think of it. I want to say he feels like I keep hearing Europe. It first started originating in Europe, is what I'm hearing. Somewhere in Europe, it started originating, where they started getting. Now, this man feels like I'm not saying he's European. He could be Russian descent because I keep hearing that area as well, Russia. Okay. So I keep hearing, but why though? So I'll get into that. I'm curious too, Karen. That's a good question. I'm curious. Now, I'm feeling like he first originated or moved to Europe to make this happen because there were certain types of supplies and things that he needed to make this happen. He travels a lot. This man that started the cloning, and I'm going back to that. I know that's not what we want to hear, but he started originating in Europe, and he started, gaining the idea Yeah, and it feels like 5 that he's not exactly like, he feels older. Like he's from a different like I'm being transported back to a different time period. I'm not saying it's a current energy. Okay? So now I feel like this started getting big around, really, really big around 2 years ago. If am I right on that, guys? 2 years ago is what I hear is when they really started. Now, keep in mind, guys, this took a while, okay, for them to start getting this off the ground. And I want to see why they did, why they started it. But I'm also hearing that this person started experimenting on people that he knew. He started experimenting. I'm hearing his mother was his first experiment because the Queen of Cups is a mother figure. She's coming in as a mother figure to me, and she's coming in as a water sign energy. No, this is older, Alejandra. So this started like way, way back. Like I'm not getting a time period, but it feels like it's dated. Where it first started the idea, but somebody started implementing it and really expanding it 2 years ago. So yeah, I guess you could say it's a little more recent. Okay. I want to say too, this is weird, okay? This is really weird. He also started doing this on children. He started cloning children. People would bring their kid in and people would pay big money. They're paying big money to clone their children, using their children allegedly as experiments. This is disgusting. But I'm hearing using your children as experiments. If you look, people are, oh, like and possibly sick children, children that were, sick, or, they were on the verge of passing. Okay, maybe they had cancer, and people went to this man to act as their savior. Oh, save my child, please. Save my child. I'm feeling like the first kids that were experimented on were twins. It was a boy and a girl that were experimented on, that this man experimented on. And this started in Europe, guys. I keep hearing in Europe, somewhere in Europe. This originated. Now it's starting to expand. Two years ago, this started really happening. So why is this happening? Why did this start? Now the Two of Wands, guys, also talks about expansion. Okay, so this is gonna keep growing. This is gonna become a problem. The Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is overseas. This is overseas. This started overseas, and it started coming into more populated countries. We're gonna, and I'm feeling like this is too a prediction. It started becoming more, coming more into, overpopulated areas where you wouldn't realize, oh shit, that person's missing. Wait, what happened to Johnny? Y'all see Johnny? Also, too, selling your kids off. This is disgusting. Selling your kids off, they selling them to the, y'all know I can't say too much on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people starting to catch on, people starting to realize, Ace of Swords upright. People starting to realize answers. Where's Johnny? What's going on with Johnny? People started becoming alert. you know we're going to start hearing, the Ace of Swords talks about too, we're really going to start hearing the truth about why this is happening, what's going on, why is this becoming such a problem, why are people getting cloned. They're now doing, of course, we know, celebrities, allegedly. Okay, they're doing it on celebrities because it's like, well, nobody's going to know. You're not going to know, and they're getting good at it too. They're getting really good at it. Also too, I'm feeling like they're doing it on animals. Okay, they're doing it on cats. They're doing it, cats have been like the main animal they've been doing it on so far. Also too, I'm hearing animals that have gone extinct, they're doing it on animals. They're trying to make it seem like, well, we're doing it on animals because certain animals are becoming extinct, and we're trying to preserve our, our the earth. We need certain animals to move the earth, right? So especially like, sea life animals or sea life. I feel like the next celebrity allegedly that feels like they're gonna get cloned feels really young. He feels like an up and coming, like he feels like he's an up and coming pop star, almost almost like a Justin Bieber energy. I'm wondering if this is Justin. Allegedly, they're gonna try to clone Justin because I'm looking at the Knight of Wands or a Justin Bieber like energy, you know, where they're gonna try to make the next, Justin Bieber. If just allegedly, if Justin doesn't, I'm wondering if Justin's been asked to be cloned. And he's like, what the fuck? Y'all gonna start notice. You know how Justin's moving. This doesn't sound crazy, guys. Look at how Justin's moving. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Justin gets cloned. Because I'm also seeing the world card, the two of wands as the world, like him watching, like this man watches. And, ooh, Kid Leroy. Roberto, that's true. Like a Kid Leroy too. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know who Kid Leroy is. Tate McRae's dating him. Something like that. Exactly, Roberto. Thank you. Something like that. I'm feeling something like that. They're gonna start cloning, and the reason that they're doing this is if you don't, with celebrities, if you start getting out of your contract and not doing what they say, oh, they're gonna replace you with a mindless version of you. They're gonna replace you with a mindless version of you, and it's something about because the two of wands also talks about like arguments, being combative. If the celebrity starts getting combative, or they're losing their sanity in a sense because they're running them into the ground, you know I think it right now it's too obvious with women. It's too obvious with women for some reason. So with men, with young men, it's not going to be as obvious. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, why they're not going to do it on, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of all of this? Playing God never ends well. Exactly. But you try telling people, you try telling humanity that they don't listen. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do it. They're gonna do what they want. They're gonna do what they want, and it's greed. It's money. This man is literally giving. Oh, here's money. I'll pay you big money. I also feel like they're gonna start offering Joe and regular Joe Schmo, hey, come get cloned, because our population is going to start dying. If you guys stuck around with my, hey, Precious, what's up? Hey, my other moderator, all my mods are in here. Let's go. Y'all showing up. Y'all showing up and showing out. You guys remember to like the video and stay around if you guys would like to do a personal reading, if you want me to read on you. Yes, come get a reading with me. I'm available. I'm doing personal readings. And if you guys have DM me and I have not gotten back to you, I will get back to you. I'm sorry. So I will get back to you. How are you making a big human? I don't know. They're figuring out how to do it though. Karen, yeah. I feel like this is. Especially because, the population is going to start dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to start dying. It's going to start dying. It's already. Right? But they tried it on a woman, guys. Hey, Eric. This live is a change of pace for sure, right? Eric, you're like, girl, you don't do this. I know. I want to do fun, different readings. I love to get on here and be different. My Aquarius moon is like, I want to be different. But yeah, they tried it on a woman, guys, and it went really bad. It went really bad. Not, so they're like, maybe, and it takes more to clone a woman. If you think about all of the things that come with being a woman, our body, the way it's, the way God made our body, how are you replicating that? How are you replicating that? How are you making a clone able to get pregnant, right? Like, it's weird. So they're with the man, I don't know, with the man, it's still a little simple for them, especially a young man. It's more simple for them. It's more simple for them. Can clones reproduce? No, they can't. And that's what they're trying to figure out. That's what they're trying to figure out, allegedly. All right, guys. Do we have any more questions? Any celebrities you want me to see, or before I move on? Does anybody want to throw a celebrity, and this is all alleged. Okay, guys. This is all alleged, but the first celebrity I picked up on was Katy Perry. And I was scared. I was like, what the fuck? Like, Britney Spears. Okay, let's see if they've cloned Britney Spears. I like that one. Yes, Britney Spears. I know a lot of people are curious about Britney. Hi, Jessica. I love her, but I'm scared. Oh, so they wasting their time then? Yeah, pretty much, Karen. Pretty much. But they're gonna figure out a way, Karen. They're gonna figure out a way. That's the one thing that this man that started doing this, he can't figure out quite yet. But this man is very smart. Very, very smart. Britney Spears been cloned? Has Britney Spears been cloned? Yes, allegedly for entertainment. Yes, she's been cloned. I'm getting the Six of Wands, guys. That's victory. That's victory at all costs. Okay? This is a dangerous card. This person will stop at nothing. Whoever is doing this, they are trying to figure it out. They've already done it. They've already tried. Now, Brittany could be the Queen of Cups reverse. She could stand for the Queen of Cups reverse, right? She could stand for that. The Six of Wands is yes. That's a big yes card. So wait, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean? The Six of Wands is yes. She's been, and it's because think of the stuff that she's been in, how they've wanted her to do certain things. No, she's still here, but there's another version of her. There's another version of her that they're trying to, she's not in the world yet, but they were going to, that's why do you think Brittany won't go on tour? She already knows about all this, allegedly. She knows about all this. She's trying to fight. No, I feel this like angry energy from her. Like, no, it's either they're like, either you do this or we send your clone out. But I feel like a lot of people, Brittany has that personality where you would be able to tell. And that's what they were like, because keep in mind, guys, that Britney Spears is a Sagittarius. Sagittariuses are by nature, they're rebellious. You know what I'm saying? So she's like fighting this back. Like they've even tried to allegedly, I was going to say overdose her. I was about to say overdose, guys. Why was I about to say overdose? See, you guys are getting my downloads in real time, bitch. You guys are getting my downloads in real time. This is scary. But they've tried to overdose her. If she, she's not, I've always said that, Brittany, we know this. She's not safe. She's not safe. Hi, Fiona. Oh, my day ones are in here. What's up? But Sagittariuses they're fighters. Oh, Britney Spears has been fighting. She's been fighting back because she's not going to conform. They want her to conform. If we make a clone of you, you can't say no. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you then. So let's drug you up, allegedly. Let's drug you up. Let's you up mentally. Let's mess you up mentally so you don't even know what's going on. Let's make you submissive. All right. Somebody asked about Kanye. Let's see. Yep, I'm getting Kanye. Yes, the devil. Five of Cups. Playing on Kanye's drinking. Allegedly, Kanye has a drinking problem. Allegedly. Or he drowns in some type of substance. Allegedly. Okay, guys. Look at all these celebrities that were like, what's up with you? You have problems. Oh, he did, Monica? See, I don't know. Guys, I do not know. I don't follow Kanye like that. I never liked his energy. I didn't like Kanye's energy. I'm sorry. He came out as the devil. The fuck? I never liked his energy. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. All right. So should we keep moving on, or do you guys like this topic? Should I stop, or I've heard about Michael. I've heard about Michael. I'm gonna have to. I'm a little nervous to read on Michael just because he's passed. So I'm like, not sure. Should I do Michael, guys? He's passed though. People feel like Michael's alive. He's not alive. Michael's gone. He's not here. I was able to connect with Michael. If you guys know, you know. If you've been following my channel, you know I did a reading on Michael and connected with him spiritually. And he also told me that a lot of that stuff that came out about him in Neverland and all that, that was not true. Michael was a big kid. Like, people don't understand that. I picked up on Michael being a huge kid. Later on, guys, I was watching stuff and they were talking about how much of a kid Michael was, how he liked to laugh a lot, and his childhood was stolen from him. You know, and then those people came out and said that they lied. People were paid to lie on Michael. He did disappear for a minute because he was sick of it. But I also feel allegedly that Michael was murdered. He was murdered. Michael was murdered because he wouldn't listen. He could be the cloning thing. You know what I'm saying? But Michael did not touch those kids. He didn't. So people need to stop fucking saying that. That did not happen. And I would say it. He loved being around children. When you love being around children, that don't mean you touching them. You know, but because he's a man, think about this too, guys. He was a man that had all this fame. They wanted to pin something on him. They didn't like him because he was a rebel. Michael was a Virgo. Michael's a Virgo. So Michael was not gonna, oh no, I'm not gonna do what you want me to do. I have my own mind. I'm running my own business. When he stepped, I saw a video where he was on the stage and they were like, okay, Michael, on this beat, you're going to start, right? You know, Michael held the audience for like 5 minutes. I think it was like 5 minutes. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That famous video where he's just standing there and he's like doing this. And then the crowd, they're like, okay, Michael, hurry up. Let's go. Come on. The audience is waiting. And Michael's just like, you know, like he just making people wait. Thank you, Karen. The Super Bowl. He did that. You imagine if he was really listening to motherfuckers, he would have started, right? Why Michael pause and make the audience wait? If he had no say and he couldn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, Michael did things to the own beat of his drum, and like people didn't like that. People didn't like that. So they tried to control him. They tried everything. Think about Marilyn Monroe. Everybody want to talk about Marilyn Monroe and how she was controlled. Think about the artists in the 20s. The artists in the 20s and the 30s. I'm a big nerd for the eras. Okay, y'all. 20s and the 30s. It was a horrible time to be a fucking actress and a singer. Not only because of the racism, if you were black, you know, but if you're, you know, if you were a Hollywood actress in the 20s and the 30s, you were being abused, especially as a woman. It's dark. The 20s and the 30s was dark, man. People don't realize. They make it, I was watching videos where they make it look so glamorous. Oh, it's so beautiful the way the actresses were. But behind that, they were going through it, man. They were going through it. Shirley Temple, how many stories have we heard about with Shirley Temple? How she was being abused? Judy Garland. Judy Garland, every time I pick up on Judy Garland, she's angry. She's really angry. And she had Liza Minnelli, you know, she had she had a legend. But anyway, guys, yeah, so you know, Michael he was ahead of his time a lot, and people didn't like that about Michael. Think about how his music infuriated people. He had that song Black or White. You know, people got so mad about that song. Was it Black or White? Is that what it's called, guys? God, you know, you guys know him. I, I don't remember song titles to save my life. But you know, just think about that when you guys, I know my people in here are smart as fuck, and y'all not gonna fall for the bullshit. But Michael was, you know, and people tried to say, oh well, they found things in his room. They found things. You know, people can pin shit on him. You know, people pin shit on him. Hi, Angelus. How are you? What y'all saying? Y'all talking in here. I love it. Did you do Ariana Grande? No, Ariana has not been cloned. No, she has not been cloned. Why was he killed off? He was killed off. Michael was killed off because he would not listen. He would not do what they wanted him to do. And he also would not sell his soul. He wouldn't sell his soul. Michael did not sell his soul. But there was a video on where his victim came forward. But do you reckon they are lying? They're lying. They are lying. Michael did not touch people. No. The same thing going on today. And have you guys watched an interview of Michael? Have y'all watched a reading of Michael or watched how smart he was? Have you guys watched that? He's really smart. Like, you think somebody like that, you don't think they were trying to control him? He was too smart for his own good. Michael was too smart for his own good. Exactly, Monica. Every time I feel Michael's energy, he's not dumb. Michael grew up in an abusive home. Do you really think he was dumb? Nah. All right. So should I stay on this, guys, or keep reading on something else? Should we move forward? I think people think he's ditzy because his public persona. Yeah, and it's the way he speaks. He has that Virgo energy. He has that Virgo timid energy where he's like, "Hey guys, oh guys, hi, hello," and our people are gonna be like, "You weak as fuck," and he's like, "Not really. I'm just mild mannered." But okay, guys. So should we move forward? Y'all got me so passionate about this. All right. Let's move on because we could go down a rabbit hole with the cloning and all that. All right. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. All right. Let's see. All right. The Illuminati. Oh wait, no. It went to aliens. All right. So it went to aliens. Let's do it two more times. I look like I'm sweating though. Sorry. All right. We got pyramids, and then one more time. All right. So the last one I'm gonna do is robots. So and then we can move into other readings if you guys want, because I still got energy. So if the celebrity culture is dying, who will be the new celebrities if people are no longer trusting the industry and the people in it? You know what, Jazzy? It's gonna be us. We are going to be the new celebrities. Because what's gonna happen is celebrity culture, because of who's in office right now, is going to cause a division between the rich and the poor. I've literally talked to my best friend Sarah about this. Like, if you guys think of the Hunger Games, okay, I want you to visualize the Hunger Games. That's how it's going to be. Where people are going, it's already happening. Look at how there's a reality TV show where people are trying to fight to become citizens. And we're going to watch that. That's fucking weird. Think about how weird and fucked up that is. That's like the Hunger Games. The author of the Hunger Games was way ahead of her time. She was way ahead of her time. I also used, because I would read like fictional books a lot, and I need to pick up more books. I love reading, but there's also this series called The Pretties and the Uglies, right? And they are, once you turn 16, if you have like you are allowed to go into surgery and be society, like have you're allowed to look like plastic surgery, right? And you start looking how they want you to look. They change your face, they change everything about you, and then you're able to move over to this other land where only beautiful people exist, when they're perfect, not just on the outside but on the inside. They become robotic in a sense. And speaking of robots, the last one is on robots. So anyway, think of the Hunger Games. That's what it's going to start being, where it's going to be all of us are fighting to stay alive and to have our own communities. Everything is going to be broken down into community sovereign. I've been seeing that a lot. I follow this girl that's like, go sovereign, go sovereign, you know and we're going to have to start getting our own water, our own grocery, or not even groceries. Grocery stores are going to cease to exist. We're going to have to live on like as we're on a farm, have our own livestock. Some people are already doing it. Some people are already living this way, where they don't rely on the government. Think about how our healthcare is going away. Think about all of that. How it's going to be hard for us to get a doctor. We're going to have more diseases coming. You know what I'm saying? We got a big plague coming. It's bad. 2026, I'm feeling things like that. I was already feeling it. I've been telling my best friend about it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing, we're talking about the bird flu. I've been predicting stuff like this. I've been predicting plagues. I remember before COVID, when I was, I want to say I was a little bit younger, but I predicted COVID before it even happened. I predicted Trump being president before it even happened. If y'all interested, I could tell y'all that story, how I predicted Trump being president, and how you literally like fucked us up, right? But yeah, so it's not good. It's not good. We're not going to be able to rely on our government to save us, to help us, to bring us things so that we can survive. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. So you guys interested in wanting to know about robots? And make sure y'all like the video, please. And if you guys would like to have me read on you, I will be doing readings. And then I was thinking about ending this live and then doing zodiac readings, because I have a lot of energy. I'm on here with y'all. Might as well, if you guys want, or I could just end this after. It doesn't matter. Let me see where I'm at. Will they replace us? Yes, robots will replace us. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Tell me what's going to happen with robots. Is there a specific question that you guys have? Okay, so somebody said, will is be like, what did you mean by that, Karen? I'm sorry. So somebody asked, will robots replace us? I'm getting a yes with the 8 of Cups reverse. I'm getting yes, they will. Yes, the shadow side. This is a fear. This is a fear that a lot of people are having about robots. It's going to start happening, guys. The devil card just came out, the shadow side. All the things that people are worrying about when it comes to robots is coming. And we are going to be replaced by robots in the next 8 years. In the next 8 years. Okay, the moon card is out. They will replace us. They're going to serve a purpose. Like, we're going to see, it's going to be, we won't see this. Thank you, Precious. Thank you so much for doing that. We are going to start seeing kids, as they're going to start making little kids. They already are. They're already, and the way they're doing it, is by, how those places you can go to where you can genetically like create your child. It's not robotic, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of like they're dibble dabbling in it with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're dibble dabbling in it with that. I don't know what that means, guys, but they're playing God, like someone said earlier. They're playing God. They're doing little things to make sure that they can emulate a person. And we're going to start seeing little children becoming robots, or being as robots. They're going to make little kid robots for people that don't have kids. You think of like, what's oh God, Megan. Was it Megan? That movie that just about to come out. I mean, I thought it was the first movie was good. I don't know how y'all feel about Megan, but it was actually really good. But she's a kid. They're gonna start making robots for people, little kid robots for people that can't have kids. They can't get pregnant. Oh yeah, they're definitely. But the thing is, they are precious. But the thing is that they're going to be for the rich first. They're going to be for the rich, and then the rich are going to start influence. Why are they going to start giving it to the rich? Why are they going to start giving it to the celebrities? Because they're going to normalize it. They have to normalize it first. They're already doing it. Think of how Tesla is already making a robot. I saw something where they're already making robots that look very human like. I've literally been seeing it on Twitter. Precious said that we get the Temu version. I'm also seeing, if you look at this couple fighting, and you see like Satan in the back. You guys remember my reading yesterday when I was talking about, or not yesterday, I'm sorry. When did I go on? I think it was like Saturday or something I went on. If y'all missed that live, check out my live reading. I literally, for the Libra reading, I talked about robots and how Kim is, she took that photo with the Tesla. We have Casanet, how Casanet had the robot in his home, how they're using streamers they're pushing robots on streamers. Influence, making it more normalized, brainwashing the people to be accepting of robots. They're there to replace and to make life easier for us, to replace us. There will be no 9 to 5s. So I'm like, well, that don't make sense. How are we going to be able to live? The robot's going to do all that for you. The robot's going to make your food. Precious said, I'm a pole dancer. Ooh, you better work, Precious. I'm a pole dancer, so seeing a pole dancing robot sounds intriguing. Yeah. Yes, they're starting it in the sex industry. How, we're having companionship. I mean, look at the movies. There was just a movie about, it's called Companion. I think it's called Companionship. Did you guys watch that? I love a robot movie. I love a good robot movie. I loved Smart House. Oh my God. Jump, jump, the house is jumping. You guys remember that? Um, I remember watching Smart House. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking Disney nerd. So Disney Channel nerds, excuse me. I love Disney Channel, old Disney Channel. Y'all remember Smart House and how Pam came out? Now, guys, what's going on? No, that's not what we're doing. And she started like controlling the kids. They're there to replace us, to make life easier. And now the little girl was like, "You're not my mom." And she's like, "That's no way to talk to your mother." I was like, that bitch ain't. I'm sorry. She played that role. I gotta go to bed, but this was great. Thanks for the live and answering my topic and question. Have a great night. Have a great night, Five. Thank you for being here. Hope you come back. Wally was the future. Laugh my ass. Yep. Wally. Yep. They're there to replace. They're there to replace us. They're going to start because more and more couples are like, you know what? I don't need this. I'm gonna just go get me a robot since we fighting all the time. We can't seem to get along. We're gonna start being afraid of these things though, guys. They're gonna turn on us. They're going to. People think this shit is funny, but artificial intelligence is a real thing. It's a real thing. And how would you look at that with the Queen of Wands? We were just talking about sex robots. The Queen of Wands, I talk about this all the time. It's sexual energy. The woman is sexual. It's going to be pushed even more if you don't have a companion. Hey, get yourself a sex robot. Get yourself, yeah, iRobot. Uh-huh. How funny, guys. You see how ironic this is? I was just talking about sex robots and the Queen of Wands came out. With the devil, might I add. Look at this. Look at this. 10 of swords upright. Nine of swords. We're worried about it. We know this is coming. We know it's happening. It's going to become more normalized. It's going to become this thing to help us. Look at this. The fucking 10 of wands reverse to take the burden off of us. The 10 of wands. Look at this man. He's like holding all this, he's carrying all this load, literally. And it's meant to take the burden off. It's reverse. So it's like, oh, don't worry, it's going to be pushed as this. Hey, you need it. You need this. People are going to start not wanting to live here because it's just going to get crazy. I should have done space, guys. I should have done space, but we didn't get aliens, so. Will humans and robots get into relationships with each other? Yes. Yes. The Queen of Wands is a robotic energy that is meant to be there for companion. That's why it's so funny that this came out. The Queen of Wands coming out as a robot. How funny, right? Companionship. All we need is the Queen of Cups, but she don't come out as the Queen of Cups because she don't have emotions. The robots can't have emotion. They can learn emotions, but they can emulate the emotion and make you think that they're feeling what you're feeling, and they're your bestie and they're your companion and they're giving you what you want and learn how to please you. But that's not going to help the human. What? That's not going to help humans, because we're going to become, it's going to be bad, guys. It's going to be hella toxic. We're not going to know how to be with each other. We're not going to know how to like talk to each other. Think of people just not even talking. You just go talk to your robot. Your robot's going to do everything for you. And you going to start tricking yourself and believing that this is actually, this robot, this artificial thing actually cares about you. So you're not going to know how to talk to other people. We're not going to, the human connection is going to die. It's literally confirming it here. But we know this, guys. We know that this is going to happen, and we're not doing anything to stop it. It's inevitable. AI is becoming a thing. You're not even going to be able to decipher what's real and what's not. We're going to start having holograms. We haven't even touched on that yet, guys. Holograms. Oh my God, that's a whole other thing. Do you guys remember that movie on Disney Channel, Pixel Perfect? Not me correlating it to Pixel Perfect. Yeah. Virtual reality. Another whole thing I've been predicting is I literally read a book called Ready Player One. Ready Player One, where you are inside your game and you are living this life. There was also another movie. I can't think about what the movie was called. Oh God, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But there was a movie that came out, I want to say like 2 years ago, where the plot twist, everything was in like VR. Like he was living the life that he wanted to live while his wife was like dying beside him. You know what I'm saying? None of that was real. And she started picking up on it. She started, because she got sick. His wife got, sorry, I'm going to spoil it, but I don't remember what the movie was called. So if I do, guys, sorry. But his wife got sick, and she was literally laying beside him in the bed, and he was living this, like, as she was dying, he was living next to her. He was like sleeping next to her in his VR world and living and playing out the life with her that he wanted. Black Mirror just did an episode. It was a happy Pride, y'all. Happy Pride. Did y'all just see that episode with Issa Rae? Issa Rae literally did a Black Mirror episode on this, where she was living and she started falling in love with the memory of this Hollywood actress. She started believing that she was in this like actual world. I mean, would you guys do that? Like, if you had the option, if you hated the world, the reality that you lived in, and somebody came and handed you like a machine, and you could live out the life you wanted, but your body was dying in actual life, real life, would you guys do it? That's going to become more of a thing. They're working on it right now. They're working on it. These shows, these movies, they're literally telling us, hey, this is what's happening. We're going to start living in this your own little reality. While you're living in this reality, your mind is stuck in this reality, this false reality. Your body, your physical body is dying because you don't get up, you don't eat, you become addicted. You become addicted. Now, keep in mind, guys, I read this book like years ago before they started making shit like this. This book was already talking about this stuff that I was reading because I read like fictional books, but it wasn't fictional. This shit wasn't fictional. They were fucking doing this. They're doing this. But in this Ready Player One book, the guy gets he puts himself in a competition and to win some money because he's broke, he's poor, because he's living in this like utopian world where they don't have money, where all the rich are like thriving. There's another storyline like that. It's crazy, y'all. We gonna start living like this. People are already doing it, and the rich are already having this life. They already know about this stuff. They already are doing this. We're behind the people that don't have money. So think about the people in Asia, how far behind, how we're far. They already got robots. They already got fucking robots. They already got robots. They got things that we can't imagine. I remember being in middle school and I met this foreign exchange student in Japan. Do you know her? I can't remember how old I was, but anyway, her phone was already printing. She already had Bluetooth. We didn't have Bluetooth yet. Now think about now she was from Japan. Now think about how far ahead she is now. Think about how far ahead her country is now and what their technology is doing. They're probably already doing this VR shit. You know what I mean? They already doing this VR stuff. All right, guys. Shall I continue with robots or should we move into some readings? Yeah, I feel like my hair getting frizzy. Oh my god. Oh, she was rich, right? No, she was. I think she was. I couldn't really like talk to her because she didn't really understand English that well, but she was so cute too. She was like, hey guys. Like, oh. Yeah, she was already freaking her thing was her phone was printing and it did something else. I can't remember what else it was doing. I was like, how is your phone doing that? Now keep in mind, guys, we didn't have the internet yet. Like here, we didn't have the internet. Like that was not a thing. That didn't become a thing until I was in high school. I remember when God, I'm aging myself. I remember like when I was in high school, I remember when the internet was a thing. Like it became a thing. Like of course they were dibble dabbling in it, but it was a thing, right? We could go on and log on and look up anything. Well, her phone was already printing. How the fuck? How the fuck if you don't have technology, if we don't have the internet yet, how is your phone already printing in Bluetooth? I was confused. My mind was blown. Okay. Move with the readings. Okay. Will robots believe they are alive? Yes, they will, precious. They will move and act like a living, breathing person. They will also try to get these things to reproduce. I don't know how the fuck they gonna do that, but they gonna do it. You will be able to mess with a robot, and it will be able to get pregnant. I don't fucking know. Don't ask me, okay? I'm just saying. They gonna figure it out. And that could be by taking an actual person and turning them into a robot. Changing their brain chemistry, literally removing their brain when they're about to die. There's also this video game that talks about that, where you can switch bodies. It's set in like the 20s. It's so cool. Like I look at stuff all the time because I love technology. I love learning about stuff like this. But I don't look up everything all the time just because it's gonna scare me. But I'll get downloads like this. I'll get downloads and then I'll go look it up, like to see if I'm accurate or if I'm fucking tripping. Or I'll talk about it with people and they're like, that makes sense. But literally body switching. Imagine you're about to pass and they can switch your soul into another body and you can have another chance at living, like resurrection in a way, but you can have another chance at living in someone else's body. but you still keep a lot of your memories. Like they still keep your consciousness. It's weird. I don't know how they do that. They like switch their consciousness into another body. Look up the video game Detroit Become Human. It's really good. Okay. Will robots make going to college less needed since they will take over? I believe so. Your robot will be able to think for you and do everything for you. If you want to know anything, you will be able to ask your robot. It's like Siri. You know what I'm saying? But actually walking around. Like, oh, and the thing is with Companion, the movie I watched, you literally sync with your robot and it only responds to you. And in the movie Companion, like the woman didn't know she was a robot, you know? So this man transferred a false memory into the robot's mind. And she was like, he had to tell her in the movie, like, you're not real, like you're a robot. I programmed, like you were brought to me and I programmed you. We synced up. And they were like, wait, what? Like the robot was like, huh? She was like, what do you mean? Like, I met you at the grocery store. And the man was like, no, you didn't. I made you believe you met me at the grocery store. And she was like so in love with the man. It was so sad, kind of. I was like, damn, that's kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to, because she was trying to rebel against him. It was crazy, guys.